A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. He'll get it across the 35. It'll be second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's second and 7. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here is third down and 4. McCaffrey running up the middle. And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
Good running right there. And this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
A pair of first downs gives him a first and 10 up at the 44. They'll try the air now with Herbert. Connects with Kittle underneath. Just a gain of a couple there. And it's second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Fred Warner. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. A nice run right there, and we talk this time of year about certain teams, certain players who don't have a lot of postseason history to speak of, and here's a man right here in his rookie season in the NFL, and he's being asked to carry the load at running back for this offense.
And he has acquitted himself nicely here in his rookie year, and look, I think we both believe that the burden's a little lighter on backs and receivers than it is on quarterbacks in the playoffs. But that's not to say this is going to be easy. As fast as the NFL game is in the regular season, it's like warp speed when you turn pressure up in the postseason. So let's see how he handles things early.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Running left, it's A-Chain. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Right back to A-Chain on second down. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up first and goal.
Well, partner, I haven't seen a vote for most popular player on the team. This guy's got to get a lot of votes. He does not care, does he? Totally unselfish, physical runner, doesn't worry about yardage, just keeps moving the chains, being a team player.
So first and goal, and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game. A-Chain here. They stay on the ground. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or two in this situation.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. A-Chain now up the middle. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Devon A-Chain. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins will strike first here in this wild card matchup. First quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Right side, he has Johnston. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Now Tua. They'll swing this out wide. Here's A-Chain. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
A give up the middle to A-Chain. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down.
And this is what you want to do in the first half of the playoff game. Get the running game established. He was a big part of their run to a division title. So they're going to rely on him to carry a heavy load here in the playoffs. He rips off a nice run there.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Again, it's A-Chain. Able to push his way through. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. 45 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Second down and 4. A give left side. Here's H.A. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 30 before being taken down. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Running right, here's H.A. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
And in a situation like this, you're in the second half with the lead, trying to get to the division round. They're going to let him do his thing on the ground, and that's a great run there to pick up a first down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the handoff, it's H.A. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. It's H.A. on the give. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Nine-yard line, 2nd and 6. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Chigakakro with an amazing diving catch. And the Dolphins go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt and get the ball back. And they've played pretty well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Play action. It's Herbert. And that is incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. They don't have a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost a living to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there for an incompletion.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. And, Charles, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you try and force plays, right? You try and get all back in one shot, just as you mentioned there. And you know you're going to need some big plays to get back into the game. But ultimately, you really can't force what isn't there.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's A-Chain. And he's going to get back to the original line of scrimmage, but that's about it. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down. Here's Tua. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray. He may go. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings us one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Touchdown! Mike Williams, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers have got it back to within a score.
This is similar to baseball where you walk the leadoff hitter and you don't expect him to come around and score. Almost impossible. Anytime a defense has to defend a short field, you usually end up seeing the result we saw, giving up points.
And for the extra point, Cameron Dicker. And that one makes it 14-7. Now, after the Dicker field goal, he's back out, ready to send it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, their goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And going deep for Hill. This is caught inside the 15. It's a big play there for Miami. 42 yards.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling in these playoffs. And the defenses that can avoid giving them up, but they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you've got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
H.A. on 1st and 10. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 111 yards rushing for him in this first half as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
2nd and goal from the 1. H.A. is into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. Well, fair to say they've got something here in this rookie running back, and he's in for the 2nd time in the ball game.
And Brandon, it's a position where there's often a lot of turnover, a lot of competition at that spot. But he's proven to them that he wants to be the bell cow guy that his franchise can rely on.
The York on now for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Charger drive about to get going. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
2nd and 10. Herbert now. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go until halftime. Here comes 3rd and about a foot. it's Herbert. Able to find the open man. That's complete. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts, so that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Again, Herbert. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. Touchdown, Chargers. Christian McCaffrey as the first half is winding down. And the Chargers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
44.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. Jalen Waddle, and he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Nice grab there for a guy coming off a terrific season, one that saw him have over 100 catches.
And when you have that many catches, that means you're a full part of the offense. And let's face it, he's been as good as anyone in the NFL this year. So figures he's going to play a big role in whether his team can advance in the playoffs.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A big completion there, and he gets out of bounds to stop the clock.
Very heady football. That allows them the opportunity to go ahead and line up and kick one right before the half ends.
York able to send this one through, and that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC Wildcard game. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Look to run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working, but they run it more effectively. They may get even bigger plays in the passing game. Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Now run by H.A. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's second and 10.
32 you can score on these guys.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
A little bit of finger pointing and heavy discussion going on in the defensive backfield. It's man coverage, but they leave a guy wide open. They've got to be counting their lucky stars that this ball was overthrown.
Third down, here's H.A. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up fourth down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
No sign of Tua departing. Fourth down. They're going for it.
That defense can't stop you. No way.
Get out of here with a W off there.
Tagovailoa going for it on fourth down. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Chargers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Herbert's throw going into the hands of Williams. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Meanwhile, Herbert's this throw taken in by Johnston. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. To the air again, Herbert. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6.
3rd and 4 is always a tough call. Maybe a little too long to run for it, but not too long to hit him on the quick slant. And that was well executed. Found the window and zipped it right in there.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. Touchdown, LA! Christian McCaffrey with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers are back within a score.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass. Let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Dicker down to tack on the extra point. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Here's A-Chain to begin the drive. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29.
Some momentum here, boys. Let's get a few yards in this play. Touchdown. Ball movement. Some good plays today.
Tua going to throw. Tua hit, and the ball is out. And picked up by the Chargers. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line. And a defensive-minded coach loves to turn up the heat, turns it up there, it pays off.
And back in the good old days, those defensive-minded coaches just talked about intimidating teams, using force, right, beating them to the punch. In this case, they're talking about creating turnovers. That's all they preach, all game long, all practice long, every meeting. Get the football. That's what they want.
And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Some teams like to start aggressive to begin a drive, but this is still what you expect to see in normal situations. Just call a simple run, get a few yards to begin the series, and set yourself up for something bigger on 2nd down.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
They had great starting position, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Here's Herbert. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. And the Dolphins are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
After the turnover, it's Tua. And going deep for Hill. And got his man complete. It's a big play there for Miami. 48 yards.
You'd think defenses might be a little more prepared for plays like this because so many offensive coordinators, when they get the ball after a turnover, they do like to dial up a deep ball right away. And if I were a defensive coordinator in this league, that's exactly what I would say to my defense before they went out to play. In this case, though, they didn't get the message, and a big play resulted.
Now it's A-Chain headed right. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devon A-Chain saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game. And the Dolphins are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Well, he was already over 100 yards running the football prior to this play, but this run, maybe his best yet.
I've got to agree with you on that one. We're looking at a guy running with extreme confidence, running in harmony and sync with his blockers, all of them kind of moving as one. And look at the end result. Big plays.
Extra point by York is up and good. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round one here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the fourth as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Herbert. That is caught. It's Williams. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a 1st down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. On 1st down, it's Herbert. That's going to be caught. It's Palmer. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 59 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Back to the ground on 1st. It's McCaffrey. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That whole thing was thrown off track thanks to the defense of Fred Warner. Really nice play. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. So a 4th quarter pick 6 here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner. And I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick 6, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
York now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with 2nd down coming up. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. It's complete to Williams. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackle. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But they trimmed that lead down to just 2 scores.
And now here is another interception. And the Dolphins are going to get it back here just past the 35. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 152 yards rushing for him now as he has been a central figure in trying to get his guys to the 2nd round. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. This is H.A. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
A-Chain here. They stay on the ground. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Deion Henley there on the tackle.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
On second down, a run by H.A. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. A give to the fullback on the dive. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there to make the play defensively.
A good solid game there on first down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
Second and 7. H.A. now up the middle. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
Take it to him.
So third down, they need to get to the 28 for a first.
All right, let's go.
Running left, it's A-Chain. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
It's fourth down.
What are you doing?
Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining.
That's it. Keep the pressure on him. Right there. We can do it. Let's go.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that?